Hello everyone. Now you should see me, and I hope you can also hear me and hear the Digitone. I super stupid. I didn't know that I need to hit on YouTube as well to start the stream, so I just started it on OBS and didn't know that I also needed to do this on YouTube. I hope everything is working now, and you can see me and hear me. And yeah, so in the meantime, when I was just on or live in OBS, I already started to do some basic stuff, but I think I'll just start again right now. Pretty basic stream for now. I just want to go a little bit more into the Digitone only. I went with Digitone and Digitakt with my last videos, and for this stream I thought maybe it would be cool to do some beat on the Digitone standalone again. So what I want to do now is just to make a little basic beat, and I already when I wasn't live here on YouTube, okay, we can see it here. No sign of the Digitone. Can you hear that? I hope so. At least you should. Hey Hugo, hey Mark, good to see you. Tata. Hope you can see me now. Perfect. That sounds good. So yeah, pretty basic idea. And when I wasn't live here on YouTube and just started to doing to trying something out, all I did basically was I went here into the menu and browsed for some sounds. I chose a kick drum for track number 1, which I will use as the drum track. And what I also did was I set the tempo to 123 BPM and also put some swing on it. I like some swing, but yeah, let's see how this jam evolves, and maybe we can add some more swing to it, and it works good. Wow, many people coming in. Can see in here Digitone as well. Perfect, Mark. Thanks for letting me know. Lucas, good to see you. Great kick. Thanks. It's working perfect. Perfect. Hi everyone. Great. Good to see you. Good to have you all here. And by the way, if you have any question, I think the microphone is a little bit too loud. Okay, now it should be a little bit better. So if you want to know anything or have any questions or just want to have a little chat, feel free to reach out. And yeah, if you have any ideas, maybe I'll get stuck within the jam. Let's see what happens. So I'll just continue, I think. So what we have right now, pretty basic, just a basic 4 on the floor beat. And I now want to add something. I already, I think, oh, no, I didn't load any sounds into the sound pool. So let's do that really quick. Go into sounds and then to sound manager. And then I will be going for some percussive sounds. Where do we have them? Here, this one maybe. Yeah, sounds good. And then some hi-hats. Some hi-hats have an arp on them so that I can use them as an ongoing hi-hat in one track. I'll show you later how this works. I'll just load all the hi-hats, I think. That's fine. Some snares. Some more snares. These are all just my sounds, but maybe I will take this filter out and then filter for some, maybe we could use some more snares or claps. Let's see what we have here. Maybe this one. Sounds also good. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Let's copy these to the sound pool. Oh no, only 2 sounds were copied. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, let's go back into this one here. Choosing this, and this. And then we want to copy these into the sound pool as well. Great. And now also the hi-hats. Let's go for some hats. Here they are, all of my hi-hats. and copy them into the sound pool as well. Perfect. So, yeah, let's see if there are any questions. You sound great. Thank you. That's good to hear. Sound pool is the most confusing part of Digitone and badly explained in the manuals. That's actually true, but I don't know if you could see what I just did right now, but basically what I use the sound pool for is that I load sounds into them that you can do via the sound manager. And then if you go just into the track, like you can see here, these are just the kick drums. Now I can just hold down a step and then turn this wheel. And now you have access to all the sounds in the sound pool. So what I can do right now is that I can, wait, I'll just go for one page here, because then I can just copy this page to all the other pages once we are done with this, with setting everything up. So what I want to do with this one here, this is a closed hi-hat, and I want that this hi-hat goes through the whole part. But the problem is that we have the kick drum playing right now. So everything that happens right now is this. But oh, we need a kick hi-hat with an arp on it. Let's look for one. I don't know which one was it. Was it this one or this one? Nope. Nope. Where is it? I thought we had a hi-hat with an arp on it. Maybe this one here? No. Okay, weird. Okay, I'm a little bit confused now. I thought I loaded a hi-hat with an arpeggiator on it, but it seems that I didn't do that. Okay, so what I want to do now is go back into the sound pool. Sorry, to the sound manager, and then this one, hi-hat closed arp. This has an arp on it, okay. And now I want to go and load this one or copy it to the sound pool. I think you lost those by filtering. Maybe that's true, but this one should be on here. Okay, so okay, now the arp is on for the track, but I think that's not right. So what you usually do to explain this, I saved these hi-hats with an arp on them, and then I move the way that I saved it. This way I can just load them from the sound pool and then put them on the track. So then the arp is going through, and I can use it as an ongoing hi-hat without stealing the kick drum or without using any of the other tracks. But I'm right now, it's been some time since I've used the Digitone standalone, so I'm a little confused now why this isn't working. Set the trick length. That is a brilliant idea. I think that might be it. Check. Yeah, there we have it. Hugo, you're my man. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So now we have the arp going, but there's still some voice stealing going on. But to avoid this, I'll set this hi-hat to another root note so that we don't have any voice stealing. And now with 16 track length or 16 steps length and a different root note, it should be working. Perfect. Cool. So great. Now we have an ongoing hi-hat. Let's go for a clap next. I think I go here and then I can just copy it. Let's see. I like this one, but it's a little weak, I guess. Let's see what we can do. I, by the way, micro time it all the way to the left, that it sits on this step, you can say, that it's lying on top of the kick drum. But here, the same thing. I need to change the root note, so I also change it to an F, and this should be working. Or it is not working. Great. Well, this could be because we have the same root note here on this. Let's go for D. Yeah, there we have it. Okay, perfect. Then I'll copy this one here. Okay, we have a basic beat going. That's something. What's going on here? Thanks, Hugo. Thanks from my side as well. Confusing that ARP is not active on the trigger with the light. Yeah, that's indeed very confusing. And what I also find confusing is that you need to save the sound to the sound pool and then or to the sound manager and then load it from there. If you have a loaded sound, for example, if this one would be just a basic kick drum or sorry, a basic hi-hat, you can't set it in this menu. You can't, for example, hold this one down and then just activate the ARP, which is what I think, yeah, it's just really annoying. So you need to go the bigger way, let's say it, and save it to your sound library, which is super confusing and annoying. But that's just the way it is. Do you use LFOs on the drum tracks, maybe for velocity only slightly? Yeah, of course. This hi-hat here, for example, has an LFO on it. Here with the amp decay, it's just slightly, but you can hear if it's going. You can hear that the sound is kind of changing. It's not very static, but the decay is a great destination for the LFO to affect it and then have a little bit more movement on the hi-hat that you can hear here. You can hear that the hi-hat is not always the same sound, it just changes and evolves, and I think this gives it a more natural feeling to it. Okay, great. Let's go for a closed hi-hat. Sorry, an open hi-hat, of course. Maybe this one here. Let's copy it here and here. Whoops, and see how it works. Maybe a little snap here. A little drive to make it a little bit more of a snappy. Yeah, there we go. More snappy closed hi-hat. Yeah, that's better. Okay, great. We have a basic beat going. Let's go. My setup is, if you know some of my Digitone videos, I have nearly all the time the same setup. Track 1 is always drums. Track 2 is my bass, and track 3 and 4 are melodic elements. Can either be a pad or an arpeggiator or a step sound or a lead or whatever. So yeah, that's basically the setup that I use. And what I want to do right now is to go maybe to a melodic track and see what we can do here. So basic sound, what I will do here as well is I go for my bank of presets and then see. I recently made some newer presets. Maybe something like this, or some chords. Okay, it's a sub bass. You can use that maybe later. Let's go with this sound. A bit shorter. A little bit more filtered. that. So what I also like to do is to pan these slightly. So I can just do this now. Oh, I already did it. Perfect. So this one here is panned slightly to the right. So I'll pan this one now to the left, maybe by 20. And this one here we can pan to the right when we load up a sound into this track. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. Yeah, just trying something very basic in C minor, but yeah, honestly, I like that. So let's just record it and see maybe when we progress with the jam, we will find something new. But yeah, I think let's maybe go just for this. What I like to do is I activate the metronome every time I record. So this gives me, so when I would now, for example, if the metronome is off and I hit record, it would just start. But I set it when I have activated the metronome that I get a pre-count. So that's why I always activate the metronome when I'm recording something. Okay, seems like I haven't activated this. Good. Ah, perfect. I'm so well prepared. How can I do this? How was this done? Let me think. Maybe was it here? I know there was a setting for that to it's setup. Was it here? If one of you knows that, how to set a pre-count to the metronome. Nope. Oh, okay. All right. I just need to press it fast so that I can access the menu. Okay, perfect. So I want a pre-roll of 1 bar. Yes. Perfect. Nope. Yeah. Okay. And now it should work. Yeah, there we are. Okay. I think this wasn't recorded quantized. No, that was an unquantized recording, of course. So I'll just do it again in quantized mode. That's way easier if you play things live on the Digitone. Okay, let's see what we did here. What I did in the end was just that with these last notes, I went an octave higher to have a little bit more energy in the end of the pattern. And let's see how this sounds. Oh, what happened here? Oh, okay. This one was messed up, so I can just copy this trick here and then paste it here. Now it should be, yeah, now it should be the right length. And here, yeah, these are looking fine. Okay, let's see. Just one note is going up here, the octave higher. So this is a C7. This is on A5. Let's see what is this. G6. Okay. So let me think. Maybe with this one, we are also going a little higher. Or we leave this one out to have this one playing on top of that. Let's see how long is this. 32. Let's set it to 32. And then we have this one playing on top of it and see how this sounds. Oh, I want to check if this one is Okay, we have these sounds. Okay. So what I'm checking right now, just to give you a little bit of an explanation, if you hold down, if you recorded something, no matter if it's a chord or just an arp, you can hold down one of the tricks and then hit this button here, and then you can see which notes are entered on this particular step. I always do that for my arps to check which sounds are recorded, and just to check what is playing. And with this one as well, maybe I can add something here. I see that there's only the C7 recorded. Maybe we can add on top of that a G7, or let's go for a G6. I think G6 is better. G7 is a little high. And let's see how this sounds together. Yeah, pretty nice. So we have kind of like an A-B-A-C setting. So the first page is A, for example, then we have a slight variation on the second page. Then we have again, page 3 is the same like the A page. And then we have page 4 or D, whatever you want to call it, which is playing like something more additional. Cool, I like that. So maybe right now let's go for a bass. I will, or let's check who else is writing on the chat. Bum, 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 bum. That was answered. I'm on vacation in Italy, and this is scratching my Elektron itch so well. Love it already, getting somewhere. Great sounding. Thank you. Thanks, Hugo. Appreciate to hear that, and I wish you a great vacation in Italy and yeah, a relaxing time over there. Hi all. Hey, MWA. Made with Arturia, good to see you here. Always these shortcuts, yeah, of course I use a lot of shortcuts, and I think that's a great thing if you want to speed up the workflow on the Digitone. All drums made with Digitone, I guess. Yes, that's true. I all these drums that you can hear right now, these are on track number 1. All these drums are from my some presets I did, except for the clap here, I guess. Yeah, this clap is from either it's a sound pack that I got or from the factory presets. I don't know, but all the other sounds are sounds that I did somewhere myself. But I honestly have to say that I still struggle with creating good sounding percussive sounds, because I think this is quite hard to do on the Digitone. Hi from Belgium. Hey Ulu. Hi from Germany. Good to see you. So, okay, cool. Now that we have these tracks, here are the drums. Pretty basic till now, but maybe we can get somewhere further. And here we have an arp. Let's look for a bass somewhere here. By the way, what I like to do, I first like to lay out just something, and then from there go on, and then I usually come back to things that I did before and either totally change them or change them and add something or remove something. And this is my whole jam process. Like I progress, and then from time to time I come back to the things that I started with and then change something, change the track sounds, change the drum sounds that I used, which is thanks to the sound pool pretty easy to do on the Digitone. But cool, let's look for a bass sound. We had this sub bass lying around here, sounding something like this. Very bassy, a lot of low frequency energy going on. Could be tough in the mix, but yeah, we could try it for now. Or let's see, let's filter for bass. Here it is. We also have this, some shorter basses, and this sound that I've used in in so many jams. I really love this sound, but I think for this one now I will go with something different. So yeah, maybe let's try the sub bass. Okay, what I now want to try is that I want to do or add some groove with the bass. So maybe we could go with an arp for the bass, enable it like this, and then see that we go maybe with something like this. Okay, let's. I want something maybe going like dum 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 dum, maybe to start with. So what I do for the bass now is I just set one note, and I will do the timing with the ARP menu. So just to show you what I mean, I will set this track to this is too fast. Okay, I need to change this to 8. Okay, so this is in the up menu way too fast, so maybe we go with this or even this, and then we can remove some steps here. Or maybe even 8th notes, and then do it like this. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Nope. Okay, I think yeah, with the ARP this is too complicated right now. I will just manually dial it into the sequencer, but make it a little faster. So let's go with a scale of 1, and then let's see what we can do. Maybe here and here. Yeah, I think this is working for now. So we'll just go with 1 and see. The bass is very loud, so I think I need to change the sound somehow. A little bit less resonance here. A little shorter decay time. Yeah, that's way better. I think the clap is falling off a little bit, so let's make this one a little louder. Oh yeah, it's very quiet. Let's go with, I don't know, let's go with maybe 60 even. Let's see if this is working. But of course for the second round I want to change the root note of the bass, so we are extending this. And there it should be, this should be, let's see, I think I went to this. Let's see if this works. So we're going here. This was the one, yeah, okay. So I can copy this, paste it here, here, and here, and then copy this page and paste it here and see if this works. Kind of works for a basic beat. What else do we have here? Shortcuts are great. I just sometimes get lost when noodling around with Analog Rhythm, MK2 and Digitone. Yeah, totally true. I can definitely imagine. I think the sounds on the Elektron devices are pretty similar, but the shortcuts, but of course I can definitely understand that there are so many and it's quite hard to remember. Like you could see, I am still struggling here in this stream to see how I can get organized all of this. Hey from Argentina, Hey, good to see you. Great that you're here. Hi from Cologne. Oscillator Sync made a really nice video about creating percussive sounds, and I've seen this one actually. You could check it out. Yeah, definitely. I've seen this one, and it's very great explained. I honestly really love his Digitone content. Huge shout out to him. He's doing great work. Yeah, but definitely that's a great video, and I think I might rewatch this. Sounds dope so far. Hope you go through programming fills. Yeah, of course, we can do that as well. I definitely will, or we can do that maybe next for the percussive track to get something started there. I have pasta eating duty. Thank you. You made my evening. That's good to hear. Enjoy your pasta, man. Okay, so pretty basic till now, but honestly, Gabriel got me to a good idea to program some fills. If you know my videos, I basically, when I jam with the Digitone or also the Digitone and Digitakt, I live on the page button, which is the fill mode, and I always trigger it by holding it down because I just got so used to it, so I stick to that. But of course, to set this up, you need to to program your patterns accordingly. So what I will do for now is to give all of these are the kick drums. I give them reverse fill tricks, which are these, so that by holding down the page button when the jam is going, I can take out the kick and then bring it back in, which is of course in electronic music, especially techno, trance, or whatever you're doing, house, something very, very useful. But what I also like to do is, now we have only one page, I think now is a good time to extend the step length to 64. So, oh, okay. That's sometimes pretty weird, something I don't understand. So usually everything you've added to this page should also be, when you were working in only 16 step length, it should be copied to all the other pages. But sometimes, I don't know why, this isn't working for me. Like you can see here, page 1 is perfectly fine, and on page 2, 3, and 4, there are only the kicks. Weird, I don't know why, but we can fix this, of course, by copying page number 1 and then pasting it here, here, and here. Cool. So maybe to add to the groove, what I thought we could do is maybe offset some one of the claps. Let's see how this sounds for page number 1. Okay. Doesn't sound too good. It's too confusing already. Too much going on. Maybe just a little less somewhere here. That's pretty nice. It's just offset very, very slightly. I think here was already way too much. Yeah, so just offsetting it a little bit is pretty nice. Okay, cool. So let's copy it again, paste it, paste it, paste it. Perfect. So now we have reverse fill tricks on the kick drum. Maybe now we can go for, I don't know, some additional sounds. What is also cool is, like I said in the beginning about the arp on the hi-hat, you can now add an percussive sound with an arp on it somewhere in here as a fill trick to fill in some of the room. And I already prepared something. I have this, let me see, where is it? This clap afar with an arp on it. Sounds like this. And now I can set the trick length here. First make it, of course, a fill trick. Now I can set, maybe make it a little quieter. I think it's very loud. Still very loud. Maybe somewhere here. And also, of course, you can hear a lot of effects on it. A lot of reverb, a lot of delay. Maybe some more reverb to make it really roomy sounding. And now go to the trick menu and set the trick length maybe to 4. And now we can move this also all the way to the left so that it's playing here on the second half. So this would be, let's go again with only one page. This would be the basic. I think I have the metronome on all the time. Yeah, so now it's off. Sorry about that if that was a bit confusing. So if I have the first page right now, the basic sound, but now if I enter the fill mode, there it already was. Okay, doesn't sound too good. Why is that? Because you can't have two arps playing at the same time. So the closed hi-hat will be interrupted by this arp here. But I, okay, let's see if there's anyhow we can rework this. Also, I need, of course, change the root note for this, like this one here. Let's see if this works now. I think it's a little bit too long. Let's make it a little shorter, maybe 3. Yeah. And maybe here, paste the same one again. And then we have the basic groove. And then yeah, that's pretty cool. You can really hear right now the claps coming in. But I think they're still a little loud, so I might turn them down a little bit, maybe I'll go for 20. Maybe also give them a little less drive and make the decay a little shorter. Something like this. Okay, where's the other one? Here. Okay, let's see if this works better. And I still think that the regular clap is still a little quiet, so I want to give it a little bit more boost here and also give it a little bit more drive. Maybe something like that. Copy, paste. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, and that's basically how I program my my filtrix or my fills that I use in my music. Yeah, if you have any questions to that or want to see something else, just write me in the chat where I will just read what people are writing. Do you use any of the Digitone Sysax preset packs? If so, which ones? Great stuff. Yeah, I definitely do. I use, of course, the factory presets, but I also got, which is pretty cool, for the Digitone keys. There was another preset released from Digitone when the Digitone keys was released, and this one is free on their homepage. I use this one. I also have bought the preset by Oscillator Sync, or the pack, yeah, the sound pack. It's pretty great as well. He has some amazing stuff. I think he has several ones. Yeah, and it's great. It's great fun. I can definitely recommend them. And apart from that, let me think. I think I didn't buy any apart from this, but I rather try to focus to make my my own sounds to evolve further the music. But yeah, I think that's pretty great as well. But as I said in the beginning, I still struggle a lot with doing percussive sounds. Hi from North Dakota. Hey, good that you're here. And hi back from Cologne. Hey, Miles in chat, arrived late, but looking forward to watch the whole stream. Of course, by the way, I will leave this stream on my YouTube, so you can rewatch this if you're coming late, or if you wanna rewatch it and see something. Of course, you can definitely do that. By the way, great nickname, Fortet. I'm a huge fan of his music. Maybe you're the original one, then I would be hugely honored that you are here. But great to see you here. Hello from France. Why don't you use a MIDI controller for the notes or the chords? That's a good question that I got asked a lot of times. Basically, it was because I really like the compact form factor of the Digitone, and that I can just take it as it is and, for example, go to the couch and make music while I'm lying down. I can make music in bed, and that's pretty cool. So I got very used to the built-in keyboard. Of course, a MIDI controller would give you a lot more opportunities, especially with octaves, because here you have only one octave, with which is not so much, of course, but it worked for me, so I never thought of getting anything else. Recently made my first ever video with the superb Digi combo. Would love any tips you have on improving my performance. These streams are very insightful about your workflow. Cheers. Yeah, of course. Sounds good. I also do with the combo some videos. It's yeah, I just love this combo. It's great fun, and yeah, thank you for letting me know that this is insightful, because I always hoped that it is. You should turn your voice up. It's sometimes hard for me to understand what you're saying when the music's playing. Okay, I see. Let me quickly fix this. The problem that I have here right now is that I can't place the microphone exactly how I want it to be, because then it would be in the way of the face cam. Pretty limited setup here since I'm streaming from my living room, but I hope it's a little better now. So, but I think now it might happen that my voice might be a little bit distorting from time to time. But if you can understand me better this way, of course, that's definitely most important. Nice one. Thanks for the tips. We'll have a look into these. Cool. What was the part about the two ARPs? I don't think I understood. Is it impossible to have two different ARPs on one track? I think so. At least that was my last thing I tried out and also read on the Elektronauts forum. So if you're using ARPs as sound logs, I think it's only possible to have one ARP playing at the same time on one track. So, for example, if I now just have to play or just play the drums, you can hear that there is only, or if the claps, the fill tracks are coming in, you can hear the closed hi-hat being interrupted. So here, the closed hi-hat is playing through. Yeah. You can hear the moment that this trick here is coming in, which is micro-timed to this trick here, that this closed hi-hat that usually goes through is stopping. So yeah, I think that's a problem, but of course that's the limitation that this 8-voice synthesizer has. Okay, let's go on. It sure is. Thanks for your response. Of course, Sam, good that you're here. Thank you for the fills. Of course, Gabriel. Hope you learned something, and maybe we can add some more fills when we progress a little further. Also, for example, on some other tracks. So I think the bass is a little static. So let's see what we could do. Maybe add another shorter note here to give it a little groove. Something like this, maybe. Let's hear it just with the drums. Or here. I don't like it on this step. Maybe try it here. Yeah, this is cool. Maybe micro time it a little bit more here. I think this is quite nice. Or maybe even further. Let's see. Okay. Why is there now click happening? Maybe a little bit more. Okay. This is sometimes, or not sometimes, this is something I experience a lot with the Digitone, that when I change sound slightly or move them, sometimes they get a little clicky. So I try to find ways to yeah, to kind of overgo this. Sometimes it's already fine to set it, to offset it with the micro timing a little bit. But here as well. Or maybe make it even shorter. I think somewhere around here should be okay. Maybe here, let's see. Maybe have this one just playing every second time. So, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, cool. I still have it here. Perfect. So I want to paste it here. By the way, saving, very important. Since we started, I didn't even save the project. So something that is very important and I often forget to do. And then I do some mistakes that are hard to redo. And yeah, then it's quite hard to get back when you didn't save. So, okay, we have this one on the second. Let's copy this one over here, paste it here as well, and then change it to this root note. This is D sharp. So let's go here for D sharp as well. Let's see how this sounds. But it's still on the first page, so we remove it here. And maybe on... I didn't remove it on the first page, I removed it on the last. Okay. Let's... okay, copy this one again, no worries. Paste it here. And then set it to a D sharp. Okay, perfect. And maybe do something else here. Maybe also here. I don't know how this sounds. Let's see. I think this is too close to the kick drum. We get some issues there. So maybe, yeah, we just paste it here and then micro time it a little bit, maybe somewhere around here. Oh no, that's that doesn't sound too good. Oh, we just leave it. And then see further if we can add another melodic layer to this. Okay. By the way, the length of these two tracks are different. So here, if we go into the page menu, I set the scale to 1, and for this track it's only to 1/2, which means that this track 3 is basically 128 steps, but you also get less tricks to enter MIDI information into, that you can see here. This one is moving way slower than this one, but of course we can now add here less notes into to get a groove going. But I still like that to have a longer pattern or longer melodic variation to make the tracks interesting. And I will do the same for track number 4, where oh perfect, it's already set. Cool. And then let's look for, I don't know, maybe a lead sound. Let's go for a lead sound. What is everyone saying? Let's see. We have here. Ah, I hear it now. Thanks, Miles. Hallöchen von Friedrichshain, by the way. Cool. Hallöchen nach Friedrichshain zurück. Grüße nach Berlin. Great to see some German people here as well. Question: favorite wishes for a subsequent Digitone firmware update? Favorite wishes? Ooh, that's a tough one. I think for both Elektron machines, what I really miss is, like I just showed, is that the tracks only have 64 steps. Of course, that's the layout, how this one is laid out, but I would really love to have a normal step length of 128. I know many sequencers are limited to 64 steps, so 4 bars, but 8 bars would be great and gives you a lot of more melodic variations per pattern. This is something that I would really love, and yeah, of course, some of these minor bug fixes that I already mentioned, like for example that if you put an ARP on, or if you add an ARP to a track via the sound pool, that you can't change the ARP or turn it on and off. So for example, if I change, or if I adjust a sound like a hi-hat from the sound pool, I would love to have the option to directly hold the track or hold the trick down and then enable ARP or disable it. That would be pretty good. I think it's things like this that I would love to see in a firmware update. But apart from that, yeah, I think the Digitone is pretty good where it already is. And also, that's why I got a little confused. I was working a lot with the Digitakt recently, and the Digitakt got the LFO update. But now the LFO menus on the Digitone and the Digitakt look quite different. So I think I prefer the version of the Digitakt where you have the first LFO on the first page and the second LFO on the second page, and have all the settings there in one place. So I think this could be something they could adjust in a future firmware update, but I'm sure they will do, as the Digitakt got a few new layout settings here and there. I think there will be a Digitone update in the future. Let's see and hope for the best. Just got my Digitone, so this is very informative. Congrats on the new synth, and hope you enjoy. I'll have to subscribe for more, I think. I would love to, definitely, and thanks if you do. I also have a lot of tutorials on the channel. If you want to see these, yeah, just check them out. Paste to multiple steps at once seems broken for me on Digitakt Digitone, and I think it's supposed to work. Should be. So you mean if I copy something or multiple tricks and then post them to multiple tricks? Because I think for me this is working. Like for example, let's see, if I would just copy these two like this and then paste them, for example, here. Let's see. Paste it to tricks, it says, and here's all the information from this one, and this one has information as well. So seems to be working. Or isn't that the thing you meant? Maybe I'm mistaking something here. What do you have here? Question: can we use an Arturia Keystep Pro drum channel with the Digitone? Thanks again for your stream and your video. Thanks for watching, and I honestly have to say I'm not really sure, because I've never used the Digitone together with a MIDI controller, so that's quite hard to say. Hi, I dropped in late. Does anybody know on which tracks does he have drums, and how many tracks are reserved for percussion? Basically, first of all, thanks that you're here. Good to see you here. And basically my layout is I have on track 1 drums, on track 2 is bass, on track 3 and 4 are saved for further melodic parts like an arpeggiator or a lead sound, a pad sound, or even chords. But I especially experience chords as being very voice consuming, as you have at least 3 voices going on at the same time. So this is why I prefer leads or arpeggiators, because the voice dealing is more controllable with these kinds of sounds. But percussions basically I do on only track number 1. So every percussive sound you're hearing is on track number 1. And also the fill tricks here. All on track number 1. Okay, let's go for a lead sound. Lead. Change the filter, clear it here, and then let's see what leads do we have. This is not really a lead sound. I still like it. Let's see what else do we have here. This is also not a lead sound. I think I something like this could work. Or like this. Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's see what we can do. It's a bit loud compared to the ARP, but I think we can just turn maybe the filter a little down. Let's see where the second filter is. By the way, I use the second filter always for some mixing, you could say, just kind of like an equalizer to cut off some lows and maybe some highs, and then yeah, see how it works. But now it should be better. Yeah, maybe something like this could work. Let's do a quantized recording, again enabling the microphone to have the pre-roll, and let's go. Okay, let's see what we did here. One is a little bit too let's see, this one 6 is working, this one should be 10 and it's 9, so let's make it longer, 10. By the way, how I count on these tracks that are set to a scale to a half, you need to count every step with 2, so these are not like the bottom row, for example, here are not 8 steps but 16. So when I want to extend this one till the end here, I need to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So now it's set to 10, and now I know this one is playing till the end, until in the next bar the next sound is starting again. Something to keep in mind when changing the scale length, or in general the length here. And what I already heard with these playing together, I want to definitely pan this slightly to the right. Let's check also my global delay settings. Maybe a little less reverb here. And see what this sound has on it. Some delay, some reverb, some chorus. Okay. I like the movement of the LFO, but it's kind of fading out, so I think it's the pitch here. So I want to redo this with the fade. Sorry, it's the other one. Yeah, this is the filter envelope. Oh, that's way too much. Let's see. That's definitely too much. Maybe some more depth. Oops, sorry. Maybe this one also a little bit more quiet. Turn this one a little down too. Or we can use the decay time to turn this one a little down, make it a little shorter. Okay, cool. Let's save it. And let's see, we're already running for about an hour, I think. Maybe we can add another pattern. Maybe add kind of like a transition pattern to make some kind of transition. So I copy this one to pattern number 9, so that I have here, that I have here my transition patterns in this row, and in this row my main patterns. And in the transition pattern, the first thing that always happens is that I get rid of all the kick drums, which of course gives now a lot of more free space in the sequencer to add more sounds. And by the way, what I also like to do in the transition patterns is definitely turn up the feedback gain of the global delay settings to just have a lot more sounds going on than in the regular pattern, and make it a little bit more fuller, you could say. And we already have here these claps going on. Maybe we just first extend this to 64, and then definitely here all the kick drums removed. And in the end, what I definitely want to do is have one clap here going going through from here to the end. So what we are doing right now is taking these one out, then copy. I think these are the repeating claps, and I will just paste them here. And now this one, these are 8 steps, so the length should be 8. Yeah, I think this one is working. Maybe give this one a little bit more power, more drive, and also make it a little louder. Yeah, you can already hear the long or the high feedback from the delay, which is adding a lot to the sounds. So this one is on fill. Okay, cool. So now I can save all of that. So now I have this going on. Okay, why don't we have... okay, I see. So the claps are, again, I had this problem that some sounds were not copied to all the other pages, which is really weird. And in a future firmware update for the Digitone, I would really like to see that once you're working on only one bar and then extend the pattern, the track to 64, it would be great to have the exact same copy on all of them. So now what I need to do is just to copy the first page and then paste it to page 2 and page 3. On page 4 we have something different going on, and now we have these sounds, and now in the end just da 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 da. So what we could do additionally to that, for example, let's save this, to support the transition, it's always great to open the filter. Opening the filter is always always a good thing. So when we are, for example, on this one here, or what we could do to add some tension here on this one, increase the decay time. And now open the filter of our tracks. Something like that could work, for example. Very basic transition, but it's very effective that you open just the filter or change the amp ADSR settings. By the way, what I heard was when I opened these filters, the drums were, or especially the claps, were very low. So in this pattern, what I definitely need to do is to give this a lot more power, to juice this a little bit up. Here as well, maybe around 50. Also some more drive here. Let's say 120. I think this one is also 120, and here around 50. And now again, just copy this one, paste it here and here, and now it should be a little better. So if we are starting like this, and then opening the sustain, the decay of the arp, now also the filter. Increase the delay even more. Add the reverb. Yeah. Already got a groove going. Cool. So let's see what the chat is doing. Hi, by the way, to anyone who joined a little late. I hope you are all well and had a fantastic weekend. Using the Digitone with any MIDI controller is quite easy. Just plug it in, and channel 1 to 4 correspond to track 1 to 4. Okay, that's cool. Channel 5 to 8 correspond to MIDI channels, and channel 10 is auto channel. Okay, that's good to know. Hey Adil, good to see you. Hey Miles. Yes, go for this bass lead. Yeah, it's yeah, I think it's maybe something between a lead or bass, but it kind of works in this setup. I think Keystrap Pro Drum channel sends notes to channel 10. I don't know what the auto channel Digitone does with those notes though. Me neither. New sound pack sneak peek. The first one was great. Thank you, Martin. That's great to hear. And yeah, some of these sounds will definitely be, or are even in the first pack, but maybe if there's a future pack, of course I will make sure to include these as well. And by the way, this is just my first live stream ever, so I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to set something up, get some groove going. But if you have some suggestions for future streams, I'm happy to hear them. And yeah, I would love to see you. I thought of maybe doing some sound designing stream as well. So where I just sit down and create, I don't know, 5, 6, how many sounds ever sounds here on the Digitone. I think this could be cool as well. So yeah. Maybe this could also be something for you. The copy-paste multiple tricks feature, I mean. Okay, I hope this is the one that I just showed. If not, I hope you find a solution, because I think for me it works at least. Or maybe you might mean something different. Brilliant stream, thank you. That's great to hear. Thank you for your kindly answering my question as well, of course. And to anyone else here on the stream, if you have any questions, I'm always happy to chat with some people. Just hear what you mean. I don't know if this is the case, but I noticed go from page 4 to a page 1 track. It saves the page state there. Okay, this could be it, because I think I did this on the stream as well. So yeah, maybe this is the case. So when you go back to 4 pages, it doesn't copy but uses the old state. Yeah, I think this could be it, but yeah. It's not, it's not something where I say, God, why is it not working? Because in the end, it's just copying page number 1, paste it to page 2, 3, and 4, and you're good to go. But yeah, for me, it would make things a little easier if they implemented this. But of course, I can understand if it works for other people's workflows. It is also fine. David, you're so talented. Thank you. It's clear that practice makes perfect, but you also have a great musical ear. Thanks. I really appreciate that, and I love to hear that feedback. Really, thank you. And I did a lot of music with the Digitone, but even before I played in a metal band. My musical background is not from electronic music, but more from rock and metal music. But this also got a lot of training for the ear, of course. But thank you, I really appreciate it, David. Nice jam, sounds great, cool, glad to hear that. Oh no, I need to get one now. It's so amazing. I know that, Miguel. I watched so many Digitone videos, and then there was the time I needed to pull the trigger. And by the way, if you're seeing this was my latest my latest purchase, the Microcosm by Hologram Electronics. Great pedal that I still get into, but it would of course be useful to use in a future stream as well, and maybe show you if you're interested in something like that. Just got a modular case to pair with my Electrons. Too bad they don't have their own CV gate outputs. Yeah, I heard that from a lot of people, that they complain about that. I can totally understand it. I'm not so much into modular. I find it super interesting, but don't have any gear. But of course, yeah, if you're using it, can definitely understand that. David again, do you do real live performances on stages ever? Curious about what got you into electrons and what your background is as a musician. So yeah, I think I just touched on that. I used to play in a rock metal band for nearly 10 years. I played e-bass or bass guitar, and when my band split up, I wanted to do something musically because I was really missing it. So I first started with an MPC that I borrowed from a friend. It was the MPC 1000, and I never had done anything with sampling or stuff like that. So I just I just started with the MPC, and I liked the way of making music, but the MPC was not so much my device. So I decided, intelligent as I am, to get a MPC Studio, which I liked even more because I could work on the computer and had more insights of what's going on, but I still didn't find it very, it doesn't fit my workflow so well. So then I got into Ableton, and this was the first time a real game changer for me, because Ableton was very intuitive to my workflow, and I also could include my bass guitar and my normal guitar, and it was all so easy and just plug and play for me, and very straightforward, and I really like that. And yeah, this is how it all got started. And I first was making only some kind of hip hop beats with a good friend of mine, Stevie, if you're watching. Cheers, bro. We, as Bilder einer frühen Alpha, which was our band name, we made some hip-hop music. And then from there, I evolved more and more into electronic music and put out some own music as well. And then, I got into the Digitone because I wanted to have a synthesizer along with Ableton to use. But I realized that it was better as a standalone synthesizer than to use it with Ableton. I think the first time I used it together with Ableton was months after I got it. So the first time I was just using this standalone because I was so amazed by all the things you could do with it. Even it just has 4 tracks, but I think still you can do so much with it. But answering your other question, do you do real live performances? I would love to do that. I've not done it in this setup, let's say, but I would really like to do that, and that's definitely on my bucket list for the future. And I don't know, maybe it will happen. Definitely planned. Marcelo, Digitone, it's nice with LSD. I can definitely imagine that. Never tried it, but from what I heard, some good music. Yeah, music and drugs, I think they can go well together for some people, for others not. But hope you enjoy. Also, thanks so much for all your help, input across Elektronauts. Of course, I really like the community there, and I honestly have to say, this whole community spirit from not only the Elektron world but also the Dollars and the whole music community is super nice, and I really appreciate to be part of that, and can ask people for help if I get stuck somewhere, and also of course help other people out if they don't know where to go or what to experience and what to do with their performances. That's indeed very helpful for me, and this is a giving and taking, and I really like the spirit going on there. Met so many cool people with this music thing that I got into over 1 year ago now and started this YouTube channel. It was just amazing, and I can just say huge thanks to everyone supporting me, supporting my channel, but also thanks to all the other people who helped me out along the way and gave me some hints and showed me how to use not only this device but also some other devices. Really great. I suppose that this video will be in reply. I must leave you. Thanks a lot for sharing. Very useful. I don't know what you mean by reply, but replay. Oh, of course, yeah, reply. Replay, yeah, definitely. I will leave this stream as a whole on the channel. You can rewatch it, and also for other people who want to just watch it and find this entertaining, of course, you can rewatch this. Thanks for watching till here, and have a nice evening. Greetings from Amsterdam, and thanks. Greetings back to Amsterdam. Appreciate the Netherlands and the people there. Love it. Great country. So, yeah, I think for this jam, maybe we are pretty, or for this part, we are pretty done. Maybe we can do a little performance in the end. I just want to see if everything here is set. Maybe what I also like to do is to include some rises, some sound effect sounds when I have a transition going on. So for this, let's see. This track here is pretty unused. So what we will be doing right now, we will be going into the sound manager and then clear the filter and then see what kind of sound effects we can get. Cool. I have not put any here, but what works also great, maybe we can just do this from scratch. Okay, so what I would like to do is a rising lead sound to make a transition. So let's clear this and let's go for a lead. Yeah, this is the one going on here, or maybe we can then just use this one think we are doing this. That's a good idea. So this is the lead going on in our transition. What I like to do is these sounds here in the end, when I play the transition, so which means when I hit the fill button, I want to have these played 1 octave higher. So pretty basic way to set this up. You copy this one, paste it here, then you take this one, set this one to fill, no, to reverse fill, so that it doesn't play in fill mode. This one to fill, micro time it all the way to the left, and then set this one 1 octave higher, so to a D sharp 6. And we want to do the same thing for these ones here. You can copy this one with fill, reverse fill for the regular ones. And then this one, micro time it all the way to the left, then put it in fill mode, and then set it 1 octave higher, so to an F6. Yes, well. Reverse fill, fill, micro time it all the way to the left, and then an A sharp 6. Okay. Then this one here, also a reverse fill mode, and paste it here. Normal fill, micro time it all the way to the left. And now to a C7. I hope this still works. Let's see. Yeah, it works. Okay. So what we have now, when the track is playing regularly, you can hear in the last bar, this is at regular pitch. And now, if I'm in fill mode, we have it playing 1 pitch higher. And what we also can do with these notes, maybe open the filter a little bit more. Let's go here for, what's the regular one? 59. Then let's go here for 65. Here maybe for 70. Yeah, and let's go here really high, maybe for an 80. And here a 90. And I also want this one to go up in pitch. So what we do here, I have this LFO on the pitch just to make it a little bit wobbly, you could say, but I want this to fade in and have a rising effect. Maybe we can also do this with the ramp. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, way slower. Yeah, this is the direction I want to go in. What speed is it set to? Maybe 2, 4. Ah shit, okay, this doesn't work like this. So we go for 48. Maybe make this even longer. So maybe put this one here, make it long as 16. Okay. Then we have to make it slower again, the LFO slower. Sorry, I was not talking into the microphone. Yeah, I think this one is working. So now, when we have this transition playing, already adding some additional percussive sounds, and now listen to this one. Maybe a little bit too loud, this one. Let's go here for wrong pattern. Here we are. Maybe 90 is a little high. I think this one's good. And this one is at 70. Perfect. And this one 65. Or maybe 60. 62. Something like that. So now, when we are in this pattern, we can again make the transition to the other pattern. So let's just save that real quick, and then we're starting like this. Again, on the ARP, we're increasing the decay time to really open it up. And then on these two sounds, open up the filter. Adding more percussion, and now increasing this. Not perfect, but it kind of worked. Okay, let's undo this, and now pattern, save this one. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Stream was going, for quite 1.5 hours, quite long. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Let's see who else was writing. Thanks for the context about your background as a rock band member. I wonder if that partially explains your preference towards performing songs. Well, when I was working in Ableton, I used to just put my songs in. But as soon as I got into the digitones and also the electrons in general, it felt more natural for me. So this is why I stick to these devices and use Ableton only for very different projects or for mixing, and not for mastering anymore. There I use Isotope Ozone, but this could be, of course, an explanation. And I feel it's just so much fun to perform with these music instruments. I love it. So this is why I stick to these for such a long time. I think you could do with an analog rhythm, free up tracks on your Digitone, and the rhythm is super powerful, and also you should do more streams like this. Thanks for the feedback. Really appreciate that. Good to see that people like to see something like that. Honestly, that was great fun. I really, really appreciate all the people watching, and it was great exchange. And I of course had an eye on the rhythm. I just got the Digitakt. Well, not I just got it. I think now I have it for half a year, a bit longer, maybe 8 months or something like that. But it's a great device, and I think I want to learn this. And the Digitakt already helped me to free up some space here on the Digitone, and I'm pretty happy right now with this setup: Digitone, Digitakt, and now I'm adding the hologram microcosm for some extra weirdness, and it's super fun till now. I can tell you, maybe I can do a stream with this one as well. If that's interesting for you, let me know in the comments, or just write me somewhere, and I'm happy to hear what you would like to see here. But definitely the analog rhythm is a great looking instrument. Personally, I still feel torn about going the Elektron way or something that gets me closer to finished tracks outside of the DAW with more ease. Definitely considering the MPC one. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. For me, it was working in a DAW always feels like doing some real work, because you have, of course, I have also the Ableton Push 2, but you still do a lot with mouse and keyboard, and this feels like working, while this here feels more like, although you're a lot of programming and using a lot of settings or copying and pasting stuff, it doesn't feel like working. It feels more like making actual music, which I honestly really appreciate, and it's just more fun for me, and I think the outcomes are great. at least for my ears, and I really like what I'm doing. And of course there's room for improvement, definitely, but I really like it, so I can definitely understand that. I guess I'm a bit more linear in my approach to making music. That's not a bad thing. I think being linear and having a structure is always helpful if you're making music. I'd love to see a live stream of you walking us through how you go from a song jam performance to a finalized song in your DAW of choice. That's pretty interesting because I usually don't do that. I usually my finished jam is then done. When I do a jam, I record it out of the Digitone, I master it, and this is also the version that I upload to streaming services like Spotify, for example. Of course, if you would bounce out all tracks separately, this would in the end give you more possibilities when it comes to mixing. But for me, it is just, it loses this live character, because I really appreciate that I can record live performances with this and then just upload it, and it's still a finished song, but it's totally recorded live. And when I would do it another time, it would sound totally different. So yeah, good idea, but I think I need to get more into this once I get back into the DAW. Mark is writing, Digitakt and Digitone are such a great pairing on their own, and then you go have other gear, you can sequence 12 synths. Definitely, and that's super cool that you have so many MIDI tracks, like 12 in total is a lot. And now with the new Digitakt update, I really love that the Digitone can go into the Digitakt and use the compressor, and you have 2 additional inputs that are basically free to add another instrument. That's amazing. Or if you add mono instruments, you can even add 2 additional instruments, because you have definitely enough MIDI tracks, and this is amazing. I really like that. Really nice. Thanks. More streams, bro. Of course, I would love to do that, and it's so great to see that still so many people are on here. Really appreciate that, and thanks everyone so much for watching. Definitely do more streams, sound design, drum sequencing, jamming, etc. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely. These were the ideas I had. Maybe also since I have the microcosm, maybe I will just bring this one to table and do kind of like a mid-exploring stream where I learn the device, and everyone who wants to join can join. I think this could be really nice as well, but good to hear that feedback. Thanks. What else? Yeah. Thank you, Miles. Very nice content, and congrats for the hologram pedal again. Could we hear maybe a little teaser from it? I could try. Wait. It's on bypass. So, but now it's on, and maybe I learned that it works best on, for me, for melodic content. So I'll just use it on this one now, and now I'll turn up the mix. I think this just sounds so beautiful. I love this one. Just turning the filter a little down and now opening it back up. This is only on the lead sound. So this sound dry, and this is the wet sound with the microcosm. I will definitely do more music with it, or even bring it to the stream. That's definitely planned for the future. Would also love to see how you're using the microcosm. My understanding is you have to route all of the audio into it. You can't just route one of the lead synth tracks, for example. Exactly, and this was also a thought that I have, because when I got it, I routed the Digitakt and the Digitone through it. But now what I do is that I set it between the Digitakt and the Digitone. So the Digitakt is playing non-affected by the microcosm, but all the sounds, all the melodic sounds coming from the Digitone. And this is a setup that works very great for me, and I'm happy to show you in the next stream. Thanks for doing this. It was a joy to watch. See you next time. Cheers, David. Great that you were here. Thanks for all your messages in the chat. Really appreciate it. Yes, add the pedal to the party. Of course. Good stream. Thanks. Thank you for watching. Damn, that is the most amazing shimmer I ever heard. absolutely. I can just tell you that the microcosm is super, super dope. I'm just tipping like really the, what do you say, the tip of the iceberg, or experiencing the tip of the iceberg. It's a very deep pedal, but just if you're just using the presets and dial on some of the reels, it's amazing, and I'm happy to show you this in the next stream. Yeah, and I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thanks for all of your questions. I honestly really appreciate it. I'm super happy that you hang out with me this evening, and I wish you a wonderful start into the new week, and I'm happy to see you in the future. Until then, stay safe and creative, and see you next time. Bye.